As Navy ships returned to the port of Ashdod, Israeli leaders blamed the violence on the organisers of the aid convoy.
The armada of hate and violence in support of Hamas terror organization was a premeditated and outrageous provocation. The organizers are well known for their ties to global jihad, Al-Qaeda and Hamas. They have a history of arms smuggling and deadly terror.
Israel will continue to decisively protect its sovereignty, security and its right to protect itself and its residents anywhere, anytime and with every means required.
And a significant number of Israelis are right behind their troops.
I think that what Tzahal do is very, very good to protect our country.
These people on the ships, they are absolutely no doubt terrorists, because if someone takes a knife and put it in the stomach of a soldier, he's a terrorist.
Israel's army says its soldiers were attacked by a lynch mob as soon as they landed on the deck of the ship, some of whom were injured by clubs, knives and 2 pistols which were taken from Israeli commandos. Israel's army also says it found a box of weapons on board, including knives and metal bats, but so far no firearms. And reports from on board say it was soldiers that began firing first, and that activists were waving white flags. And Israel is yet to explain why, on a supposedly peaceful interception, its commandos chose to board the ship by rappelling from a military helicopter in the dark in international waters.
Right now, what is absolutely vital is that we first have full account of the incident, what had happened, and Israel must provide a full explanation on this.
The European Union has also demanded an investigation, while the German Chancellor Angela Merkel has suggested international observers be appointed to speed up the process. Turkey, Greece and Spain called in the Israeli ambassadors for an explanation. Turkey recalled its ambassador to Israel back to Ankara.
We're starting to see some of the boats return here to the port of Ashdod, and this area right behind me is where the hundreds of detainees who are on board will now be processed. Now, this area is completely closed to the media, but also, we're hearing, has been closed to foreign diplomats. And that's something that's unlikely to calm the anger of foreign nations.
The US issued a carefully worded statement saying it regretted the loss of life and injuries sustained and was working to understand the circumstances of the incident. It was hardly solid support for Israel's Prime Minister, who was due to meet with the US President Barack Obama this week. Benjamin Netanyahu has now cancelled that meeting to return home. Ben Knight, ABC News, Ashdod.